The bodybuilding world has seen hundreds of godly figures grace the stage of competitions such as the Mr. Olympia. Everyone knows Arnold Schwarzenegger and Ronnie Coleman, but did they really have the best bodies, or were there other, more deserving men?
Squeeze it! More! Kill me!
Tom Platz, aka the Quadfather, had his rightful trophy stolen from him in 1981. He was known for his massive legs, which easily dominated his competition. In 1980, he placed 9th due to the imbalance between his upper and lower body. His immense legs were, quote, too big for the judges. The next year, in 81, he came back with an upper body to match. But still, the judges placed him 3rd, giving the win to Franco Columbu, who had breast tissue under his right nipple, known as gynecomastia. Meanwhile, look at Tom's fully rounded upper and lower man titties.
Losing the 81 Olympia was the best thing that ever happened in my career. I didn't realize that until now. I mean, what would I have won the trophy? The trophy would have been in my storage container in Hungary, probably, and I'll be like, what am I gonna do now? I would gladly trade the Sandow for a job like I've had the last 35 years. It's been a gift, okay? I mean, God gave me a gift, as He gives us all gifts, and I think we're all good at something.
This alleged meth addict tried to attack Arnold Schwarzenegger backstage.
Prussian son of a bitch standing up acting like a Nazi.
Mike Mentzer, Arnold's biggest rival at the time, due to their differences in training philosophies, was looking at the 1980 Mr. Olympia as an opportunity to prove to the world that intensity is more important than volume. Unfortunately for Mentzer, Arnold had decided that this was his year for a comeback.
So 2 weeks ago, I decided, well, I think it would be kind of an interesting challenge, really.
Mike was furious, getting into a heated debate before the show, where he rushed at Schwarzenegger.
On his fault, I ran over towards him. I scared him. He went over, sat in the corner, and I continued at him. I wagged my finger at him.
Besides the fact that his legs weren't comparable to his competitors, Arnold still won the show. Mentzer then promptly retired from bodybuilding, believing that the system was rigged.
If Mike would have just said, Arnold, congratulations, good job, next year would have been his. Well, next year would have been his. In other words, I think that's what killed Mike. Mike carried that bitterness with him.
Arnold Schwarzenegger manipulated and tricked this disabled bodybuilder to secure the W. Lou Ferrigno was one of the main characters in the documentary Pumping Iron. He lost his hearing in one ear due to an infection as a child. Years later, this massive 6'5", 260-pound Hulk was coming for the 240-pound GOAT's throne. Arnold was willing to do whatever it took to win.
I will mix him up. He will come so ready to South Africa. By the time the night is over, the next morning, he will be ready to lose. I mean, I will just talk him into that.
With a cunning mind and a champion's physique, the Oak engaged in psychological warfare.
Let's get it over with, and if you retire this year, you just never had the Olympia, but you had twice the universe with the help. Calm him down.
I will.
Help him, okay?
I will.
Don't screw him up this time.
I don't want you in our pumping room.
Okay? What do you think your chances are today?
I'm gonna lose all. You're the best.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're going to do insurance. Everything's under control here.
Beautiful.
You're going to be king a long time, Arnold.
Meanwhile, the IFBB and Joe Weider were supposedly backing Arnold to ensure that he won for Pumping Iron. The bodybuilding matrix framed this French bodybuilder to let Arnold win. As the 1975 Mr. Olympia loomed, Serge Nubret looked primed to dethrone Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was leaner and more muscular than the Oak. The only issue was that the IFBB and Joe Weider wanted Arnold to win for the documentary Pumping Iron. Their solution? Ban him from competing due to allegations that he was in a porno. Furious, Nubret stopped training and dieting for that competition.
And then the day before the prejudging, they told me, okay, Serge, you can compete. But 12 days before, no way. I was ripped. You could not beat me.
The IFBB did end up reversing their decision, but too late. Serge had lost enough progress for the Oak to win.
Second place from France, Serge Nubret.
The Black Prince competed in over 300 competitions for 26 years and still never won a Mr. Olympia. Robby Robinson, known and adored by hardcore bodybuilding fans, went from training with Arnold Schwarzenegger in Gold's Gym back in the 70s to retiring at the age of 55 in 2001. Unfortunately for Robby, his hard work was in vain, as he was never bound to be number one. His fans, however, insist that Robby's physique was the best in history, and that he definitely deserved at least one Open Olympia crown.
You think along the lines of being better and creating something, then more is going to pull you in that direction. I totally believe that.
The uncrowned king was robbed by Ronnie Coleman and Dorian Yates. Kevin Levrone emerged in the era of Titans from 1992 to 2003. Across all competitions, he was in the top 2 37 times and made the top 3 48 times. Levrone's body remains one of the greatest in history, thwarted only by the sport's most formidable adversaries in history. He's a symbol of perseverance and a hero to many. I'm sure many of us can relate to falling short of our goals, but at least we tried and looked good while doing it.
Not all the time what you want is what God wants for you. It just wasn't written in my lifetime to be Mr. Olympia. It was written for me to do exactly what I'm doing now, be an influence to many thousands of millions of kids around the world.
He lost a leg while trying to keep up with Ronnie Coleman. Flex Wheeler graced the stage from 1993 to 2002 with a physique many deemed worthy of an Olympia victory, yet fate denied him. Recently, Wheeler defied death itself, surviving a near-fatal car crash and losing a leg due to a condition called vein thrombosis, which is known to be caused from heavy weight training.
My family was fighting to keep them from cutting my leg off then because they wanted to take my leg then. Don't do this. And they're like, no, you don't understand. From the drugs that we've given him, his kidney has now failed. If we don't take his leg, his body's going to start going toxic because his leg is dying.
If that's not a lesson to never give up, I don't know what
is. Make sure to check out our site, ufafitness.com, for old school training programs, at-home workout gear, and anything fitness related. We'll catch you there.